Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome also, and don't forget to subscribe because today I'm going to share with you how to make this bra cap. So let's get started. Okay guys, I'm going to start with the bra caps measurement. So if your bust round is 32 inches, you're going to divide that by 4, and your square is going to be 8 by 8 inches. And then if your bust round is 34, it's going to be 8 by 4, 36, 9 inches, 38, 9.5, and 40 is 10 inches. So go ahead and measure your bra or your bust round. And then I am going to use 9 inches, which is my bust round is 37 divided by 4 and is 9 inches. And then I'm going to find the midpoint, which is 4.5. So now once we have drafted the square, we need to mark ½ inch on both sides. This pattern might be similar to the bralette, but there is a huge difference between the bralette and this pattern also. So now on the top, you want to go down by ½ inch. And then on that side, on one side, you want to go ½ inch, and also on the other side, you want to go in by ½ inch. And then you mark or draw a dot. And then once you're done, you need to determine the front and the back. So on the side, I am going to go up 1 inch and also go down 1 inch. And also what I'm going to do is I am going to connect that side with a curve, and that is going to be go on the side of the armhole. If you like what you see so far, please do not forget to thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing by marking 1 inch up and 1 inch down. So once you're done at the bottom, I'm just going to connect the points to form a curve. Now on the front side, we are going to go up by ½ inch, and then go out of the box by ½ inch also. And then just connect it like a square. And then the next thing what you need to do is I'm going to measure that point and connect it to the bottom part of the bra cap as shown. And then I'm going to go out by ½ inch also, and then extend the line all the way down to the bottom of the bra cap. And then on that part, you just want to connect it to the top or to the dot. Now, once we're done, we want to add around 1 inch at the bottom. And now we are going to create a band for our bra. So I am going to mark 9 inch, which is the same as my bra cap. And then I'm going to connect from that point all the way to that 9 inch. And then I'm going to mark 1 inch going down and connect the point. So from that point, I want to separate the band from the actual bra cup. So I'm Okay, now I am done cutting out my pattern. I'm going to go ahead now and close the dot. So I'm going to close the dot also on the bra cups. And then the next thing is add seam allowance, which is going to be 1/2 inch seam. Okay guys, so I've went ahead and I added seam allowance all around the bra cup, including the band, 1/2 inch seam, and even you have to add seam allowance where you separated the band and also the bridge of the bra cup. And where it's written on fold, you also have to mark that so that you know how to cut it on your fabric. So the fabric that I have is a stretch fabric. Take note guys, if you want more support for your bra, you can double the layers of the bra cup. So as you can see, I cut 2 times 2 for the top and also for the bottom. So now also for the center of the bra, you can also cut 2 layers, right, or 2 pieces. And for the band, it has to stretch. I folded it to where the stretch goes. But then I am going to remove 1 inch because I'm going to be adding hook and eye on the bra. So this 1 inch is going to be replaced by a hook and eye. And then I am going to just fold that part. I'm not going to cut it out because I am going to use this pattern later on. So I've got 2 pieces for the center of my bra, and what I'm going to do is, you can see this is stretch fabric, so I doubled the layers so that it can give me more support on my breast. I'm going to go ahead and hand stitch these 2 pieces so that I can limit movement. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take, for the first bra cup, I'm going to take the top and the bottom and join them together using 1/2 inch seam. I'm going to start with the first layer, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the second layer separately. So I've sewn both layers. I'm going to join them together on the seam and sew a straight stitch. Now this is how they will look. I want to open the 2 together, and you can see that the seam is right on the inside. It's hidden, so you won't see the seam on the outside, including the inside of the bra. Now we want to go ahead and join the 2. So guys, I have sewn both of the cups. So what I'm going to do is to now attach the channel for the wire. So this is how you attach it and sew it on top of the seam that you have. So on the top, make sure that you leave a space of around 1/2 inch so that we can later on put an elastic right on top. So this is how it looks once it's attached together. And then as you can see, I left a little bit 1/2 inch space right on the top. So the next thing that is left for us is to attach the band. I am going to place one layer at the bottom and the other one on top. Then go ahead and sew a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Once you are done doing so, you want to go ahead and do a top stitch, which is going to using a straight stitch. Then the next thing, I am going to place a picot elastic, and this is going to be attached on the neckline. So what you want to do is make sure that the decorative part is facing down on the outside of your bra. And since this is the elastic, you don't have to pull it or anything like that. So you just have to pin it, and then once you're done, go ahead into a sewing machine and sew a zigzag stitch. So I have done exactly that. Then now you want to flip it on the inside and go ahead and do another zigzag stitch right on top. So this is how it looks. So the next thing on this side, I am going to do the same thing. Make sure that the decorative part is facing down, but then you also want to leave a tail hanging right on top so that we'll be able to attach our straps. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see, I'm going to pull the elastic just a little bit on the side. As you can see, I am going to sew it. As I'm going to sew, I'm going to be pulling it, not too much. So I did sew on the side, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Sew a zigzag stitch right on top. For the bottom part, I'm also going to do the same thing. Make sure you pull the elastic as you sew it, and you're going to go ahead and sew a top zigzag stitch. So once I'm done sewing, I need to go ahead and do the same thing. I do a top zigzag stitch. It looks so good so far. I really love the colors. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew this channel down, and I'm going to sew on the edge a straight stitch. And this, you can use this if you want to go ahead and put your wire on the bra. So this is how it will look once I am done on the inside. I'm going to cut out this piece that is hanging, and then I'm going to sew a straight stitch right on top. And once we are done, the next thing for us left is to attach the strip and also the hook and eye. If you want to know how I actually made this strip, please do check out my video on how to make a bralette. It's very detailed in terms of how to attach the strips on the bra, because I'm using the same method that I used on the bralette. So I am going to pin the strap and also attach it at the back. I'm going to pin it on the inside of the bra so that it doesn't show on the outside, and then go ahead and sew a top zigzag stitch right on top. And on this part, guys, you want to go ahead and sew a straight stitch or a zigzag stitch to reinforce our straps. And we are done, guys. If you've reached this part, congratulations to you, because you've got a bra to yourself. I really love the fit. It came out exactly the way I wanted. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, do leave a thumbs up and see you on the next one.